Hello friends. So today we are going to see a topic called digital system. So before going for digital system, first we'll see what is a digital computer. So when I talk about digital computer, a digital computer stores the data in terms of digits, so these digits are nothing but we can call it as a numbers, and it will proceeds in discrete steps from one state to the another state. So here we can see that in digital computers, even we'll have letters, words, and whole text, which is represented digitally. That means here letter, words, and whole text are represented with help of digits. Hence, digital logic is the basic of electronic system. And what are those electronic systems? It can be a computer, it can be a cell phone, or any other electronic devices, etc. Okay, so this was about the digital computer. Now we'll just see what is a digital system. So when I talk about digital system have played a prominent role in day-to-day life. Okay, they are used in various applications. Some of the applications are communication, traffic control, space guidance, medical treatment, industrial and scientific enterprises. These are the few applications, and few applications that include are digital telephones, televisions, digital disc, and cameras. Okay, one of the major characteristic of digital system is the ability to represent and manipulate the discrete elements. Okay, ability to represent and manipulate discrete elements of information. So this is one of the main ability of a digital system. So any set that is restricted to a finite number of elements will contain a discrete information. Okay, and coming down to what is a discrete element here, as we have talked about the discrete element, what is this discrete element? Okay, this discrete element is nothing but a kind of information that is represented in digital system. How we are going to represent? By using a physical quantity called as signal. signal. Now, these signals are generally used in electronic digital systems. Okay, so these signals are also called as discrete values, and it has two discrete values or two binary values. One is the value 0 and another is the value 1. So these discrete elements of information can be represented by group of bits like this. Any number of bits you can take, and these are called as binary codes. The group of bits which are represented, we call it as binary codes. Okay. Next, so we can give a definition of digital system now. So just write the definition of digital system. So here, a digital system is a system that manipulates discrete elements of information represented internally in binary form. Okay, the general purpose digital computer is the best example. The computer that everybody has a desktop one at our homes. So that can be a best example of a digital computer. So what are the major parts of a computer? The major parts of the computer when I talk about the major parts of the computer, it has a memory unit, a CPU, and input and output units. Okay, coming down to this memory unit at first, it's going to store programs as well as input and output and intermediate data. So these all will be stored in memory unit. Coming down to CPU, it performs arithmetic and logic operations, and it also processes the data. Data processing is also possible. Okay, so whatever the program and data that is being prepared by user are transferred into the memory by means of input and output unit. So here data is transferred. Now a digital computer over here, we talk about the digital computer. A digital computer can accommodate many input and output devices. So here the reasons that commercial products are made with digital circuits are, first is, as most of the devices are programmable, that is the first thing why all the electronic devices are made up of with this digital circuits or commercial products, whatever we have. So it is programmable. Second is reduced cost. The cost is less. Third is high speed. The data is evaluated with maximum speed. And the fourth is reliability. Okay, that means even if there is an error, we can detect the error and we can correct the error. And coming down to speed, it uses hundreds of millions of operations per second. Cost is less because of ICs that we are using, and whatever we have designed, that is easily programmable. So these are like few advantages you can say. So a digital system is nothing but an interconnection of various digital modules, you can say, which understands the operation of each digital module. And based on that, it is necessary to have a basic knowledge of digital circuits and their logical function. Okay. Next, digital systems. We know that digital systems will manipulate the data. So whatever information that is present in binary form, here with respect to that information, you are going to use some operands. Okay, based on these operands and the given binary data, the equation can be expressed in the binary number system. Other discrete elements, including the decimal digits, are represented in binary codes. Hence, whatever digital circuits which are referred as logic circuits are process the data by means of binary logic elements, which we call as logic gates. This logic gates uses binary signals. So quantities that are stored in binary value are nothing but the storage elements, which can be even the flip-flops. Okay, so this was about the introduction that we have for digital system. In the next class we'll be seeing about the number system.